Hi, I'm Christina and welcome to my channel, ChriskaYoga. Today is day 5 for the Fall for Yoga challenge. It's the final day. You'll be getting 2 poses today that pair together so well. So today I will be talking about shoulder stand. This is an inversion, and unlike the other inversions that you typically see, forearm stand, handstand, headstand, this one is more cooling and calming. So you'll definitely want to do this one after you do headstand, which is the pose that Alyssa Yogiano, who I'm collaborating with on this challenge, will be sharing with you today on her channel as well. So you'll want to watch her headstand tutorial and watch this shoulder stand tutorial. And then you'll want to practice headstand and then followed by shoulder stand. They go so well with each other. They are often called the king and queen of yoga poses because they are so often practiced together. Before we get started, if you aren't yet subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button down below the video for 2 free yoga classes on this channel every single week. Also, don't forget to head on over to Alyssa's channel to watch her headstand tutorial and the remaining tutorials on her channel if you haven't seen them already. She posts really awesome weekly yoga videos as well, so head on over to her channel and subscribe as well. So if you're ready, let's get started. To come into shoulder stand, you'll need to lie on the ground on your back. Now, I suggest always that you use a blanket to practice shoulder stand in order to create space between your neck and the floor. Your cervical spine is very sensitive. You don't want to be messing around with placing pressure, your entire body weight on top of your cervical spine, especially since your neck is bent very deeply into flexion. You'll definitely want to use a blanket or a blanket substitute or even multiple blankets in order to create that space. You'll have to test it out for yourself to see your own body proportions. You might need a higher stack of blankets if your neck is longer. It just depends on you and the way that your body is proportioned. So I have my blanket here folded in a square. So I basically took the big blanket and folded it in half multiple times in order to get this square shape, and you want the rounded edge to be where your neck is. So I'll place it in about the center of my yoga mat, and then I'm going to come to sitting on the ground and placing my back on the yoga blanket. So I want your shoulders to be just at the rolled edge of your blanket here. And you'll feel that there's lots of space in between your upper back and neck, between your neck and the ground. You want that space to be maintained throughout the pose. So from here, you can also use a strap on your arms. I'm not going to show that to you today. I find it to be quite a bit restrictive, but it does help to promote keeping your arms at shoulders distance apart the entire pose. So from here, you're going to hug your legs in towards your chest and then kick your legs back. So you're coming into plow pose. Now at this point, you might need to adjust your shoulders. See, my shoulders were just a bit maybe too far back this way. So I adjusted just a bit so that my shoulders are now quite flush in line with the rolled edge of the blanket, still maintaining that space in between my neck. And then you can support your lower back with your hands, keeping your elbows, shoulders distance apart. So my legs are here in plow pose behind me. And then once you feel comfortable in your plow pose, you'll want to keep your hands flat on your low back and bring one foot up at a time into shoulder stand. So you can point your toes, flex your feet, whatever works for you to keep your legs reaching upwards towards the ceiling. You'll want to use your hands on your back to try and get those hips and the back quite near, or if not directly stacked above your shoulders. Sorry, it's a bit challenging for me to talk in this position, but you get the idea. So keep reaching your toes and your feet up towards the ceiling. Keep pressing those hips back. You can use your hands to help you. And as you can see, my shoulders, my elbows have splayed out just a bit. So this is where that strap would come in handy. But you can actively keep pressing your elbows in towards each other. Keep pressing those feet up towards the ceiling. And when you're ready to come down from your shoulder stand, bring one foot down at a time back in through your plow pose, also known as halasana. And then from here, gently roll your hips, your back, slowly back onto the blanket. And from here, you might be feeling a bit tense in your back muscles, so you'll want to place your feet down onto the floor and engage your abdominal muscles to counteract any discomfort you might be feeling from having your back in that position. So really engage those abdominals. You can lift up your hips a little bit, come into a modified bridge pose. Really squeeze those abdominals as much as you can. Engage them, squeeze them, not with your hands, but actually engage the muscles. And then you can release. Do that one more time. Really squeeze those abdominal muscles. Engage those abs to protect your back. And then release. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Leave any questions or comments you have in the comment section below this video. Of course, do not forget to subscribe to this channel for 2 free yoga classes every single week. And you'll also want to head on over to Alyssa Yogiano's channel and follow her over there as well. And you'll definitely want to head on over to Instagram and follow me over there as well at ChriskaYoga to see who won this awesome Fall for Yoga challenge. All of the links and all of the instructions for this Fall for Yoga challenge are listed in the description box below this video. Thank you so much. See you next time. Today is day 4 of the Fall for Yoga challenge. No, it's not. Unlike the other inversions that you typically see, like awesome, they go so well to. If you haven't seen it, definitely check out her tutorial for day 2. The pose. I don't remember. Let's get. Oh boy.